Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, it's time to take a look at Destined Rivals and make my price predictions, as all these cards prices will fall in the next few months. We no longer are in that hype period where cards just go up in value once they come out. With Journeys Together, I made my prediction video once they came out, and my price predictions are like on point. I'll do a post edit, pop it up so you guys can see a one for one. How close I got, maybe off by $5 or so. As a normal set, I expect Destined Rivals to perform the same way as Journeys Together. Like, it doesn't matter how desirable the chase card is. The amount of supply out there is just what matters, right? If you can get more supply out there, they will fall. And that's what happened with Surgeon Smart Pikachu. When it first came out, this card held its ground. It was one of those cards that just bucked the trend. It did not fall in price for like 4 months. It came out in November, hit $500, held that price point for a long time, for the longest time. It felt like forever in the hobby. But once Pokemon got more reprints out there, it collapsed in price down over, let's look at 60, down over 40%, right? So from peak to trough, it's probably over 40%. You're looking at a $600 card down to $300, 40, 50%. And even with the Umbreon, I predicted this would drop 30%, and it did. It's down over $600 right now. High of $1,600. Some are going for $1,750, as you can see, and it's already selling below $1,000. So that's $600 gone. You don't have to buy these cards in the first 2 months or so when it comes out. Like, wait for the price to fall. Like, all these big cards that were hyped, Prismatic, Surgeon Spark, the biggest of big names, Umbreon, Pikachu, even the Mew, Bubble Mew, it was own stratosphere, right? It went from $85. If you look at this card in a normal time, when it was before the pandemic, before the Surgeon Spark hype, it was $85. Like, getting an SIR above $100 was really rare, unless you were Charizard. Like, 151 Charizard was a $110 card only, $120 card. Like, yeah, 110 to 120. So normal times, being above $100 is pretty rare unless you're a Charizard. During this run period of from November to, we'll say, March, during that hype period, these things were out of control. But as you can see, they're all retracing now. This thing is down over 30% as well. If you look from 420 down to $300, that's $120, right? So that's about a third of your price gone. And with Charizard pushing $290, $300, now down to $182. That's also a 30% drop, 35% drop, down $100. And all you have to do is wait for the reprints. It did not take that long for the reprints to get out here. This came out in January. Reprints started appearing in April or maybe May. So that's 3 months. Wait the 90 days. Wait a 90-day period, right? So Blooming Water, same thing, came out beginning of the year, enough to really bring down the price of 151. And by that time, 151 was like already skyrocketing in price in all steel product. And the fact that it can bring down singles means that Pokemon can reprint enough. So don't FOMO, wait for the reprints to happen. Plus, we have over 2 years for Destined Rivals, okay? Prismatic Evolution, we have over 2 years. Like, there's gonna be way more stuff out there. These prices will just keep going down. This would be $700 card eventually, okay? So let's do price predictions. My baseline is always a 35 to 50% drop, because as you can see with Fairy, this thing is down 43%. So with Mewtwo, the big chase card, settling around $390. My price prediction will be a 35% drop. This would be like a $250 card. $250 is not that cheap, obviously, but it's around where Greninja and the Prismatic evolutions are. Booster box is already going down in value. That's what you want to see. Like, eventually these cards, these booster boxes, ETBs will be MSRP again. Eventually, right? This is 85. Journeys Together, it's a $70, $65. That's almost MSRP. Modern day MSRP with tariffs and all that stuff. Garchomp, Cynthia's Garchomp, my personal favorite card, the best looking card in Destined Rivals. Now, if this one drops 35%, it'll be 135, and it got it only got to 195. So 207 down to 195, gotta bounce up. Again, these is still like 2 weeks only into its release, so don't FOMO, guys. This will drop to 135, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I will wait until it gets closer to that. And this was a $200 card, as you can see, where Cynthia's Garchomp was, and it's now down to 140. Okay, so that's a $50 drop. So even though this one looks like it wants to settle at 140, it could still technically drop a little more. I'm gonna say this one's gonna settle around 125. There's definitely have to be tiers, like Mewtwo's number 1 at 250, Garchomp at 135, Ho-Oh at 125. I just don't think Ho-Oh is that popular for Pokemon. And the artwork, it's nice, it's nostalgic, like anime, Ash seeing Ho-Oh in the skies, but is it as cool as Lugia? I think the Lugia alt art was way cooler. and that one, I think it still hit 120. Let's see, the Moltres artwork's pretty cool. Not an iconic trainer. I think he's just a generic Team Rocket leader. This one's short. Looks like it wants to settle 132. It was, see, it was 148 down to 131. I think this one's going to be below $100. I think 130, dropping 30% from now is going to be below $100. Next up, we got Needle King. Honestly, I don't like the artwork. It's like, it reminds me of like a comic book, or I guess it's manga. 30% drop from $100 is gonna be $70, but you can drop even more because I don't think the artwork is that cool. I'm gonna say $65. Needle King's gonna be $65 card. What else do we have? Next, Crobat. See, Crobat already came out. Whoa, that's a big drop. 63% drop, so big drops from release day. Expect that. Selling around $65, where Needle King is probably going to be. If Needle King is $65, this card has to be lower. So therefore, this card will be a $45 card. And we're going to take a look at big picture after this to see where they settle around. So $45 for the Crobat. And then of all the illustration rares, I think this is the one that has the best chance to hold value. Just because the Stormy V with Misty Trainer Gallery card always held its value around the $35, $40 mark, so that's where the baseline is going to be for me. I think this card will be a $40 card, and did it get close? $48. So I think it's one of those cards that's going to hold value. Misty side out, super iconic duel. 35 might be the lowest you'll see in my eyes. That's probably where I would try to scoop it up, but $40 is probably going to be the average that you're going to see it hover around. So that's my price prediction. Let's just take a look. I'm going to put a post-edit, put all this up for you guys so you guys can see what the price predictions are. That way I can always come back and show you guys if it's accurate or not when we do like maybe a 6-month follow-up, 3-month follow-up, once all the supply is out there and the hype is kind of gone for the newest set, right? This being the newest set. So now if we take an overall look at the picture, what the price predictions where they will fall to, Destined Rival cards will fall to. Mewtwo being at 250, we'll put it around right here. So Greninja being 282, it's a much older card. Like there's gonna be way more supply of the Mewtwo in the next following 6 months, right, compared to Greninja. And so this one's gonna hold its value around 280. I think this can get down to 270. It's gonna be more popular in the long run, I believe. Even though the artwork is not better than the Greninja, to be honest. But it'll be 250. It'll be above the, I mean, it can still drop below 250, to be honest. Prismatic is way harder to pull than a main set, right? At least in a booster box, you have a chance to get them in one out of every 3 booster boxes or something like that. So Prismatic being super hard to pull, I think these will always hold value for that fact. Garchomp, price prediction was 135. That puts, yeah, I think Garchomp's nowhere near as popular as Charizard. And this is the most iconic, one of the most iconic sets now in 151. No, Paldean Fates Charizard also very playable. This being more modern, I think it's going to drop below 150. 135, yeah, right where Lily is. So Lily's been out for 2 months. So in what, 3 months, this can possibly be where Lily is, and Lily's just gonna fall down even further, 120. So yeah, Lily might be just like over here. So that's why Ho-Oh can go down as well to 125. That's the price prediction. It will put it below, be right around Work of Flame. I think these are all gonna be very similar in range of each other. So maybe this might have a chance to hold. I mean, we'll see. But for sure, they're all not gonna be $100 plus. This one has to be below $100 because I mean, it's easier to pull, right? Team Rocket is easier to pull than Prismatic Evolution, so it'll be, yeah, I can see it pulling. Like $100 is where my low ticket's going for. Yeah, eventually. I mean, Salamence is only $85. Zoroark went for $70. So Needle King, I feel like it's in the same realm as Zoroark. Like it's iconic, popular, but it's like the 20th most popular Pokemon probably of Gen 1. So around the $65 range is probably a good price point. See, look at Blastoise. Blastoise is undervalued at this point. If this Needle King is worth more. So that's how I look at it. These new ones will come down. I mean, Crobat's not more popular than a Blastoise or a Charizard, so it's gonna come down below Venusaur, below Hydreigon probably at least. $45. That's why I predicted $45. Misty, 55. I mean, Squirtle's going for 50. But I just think like with the overabundance of supply in the near restocks and stuff like that, because it's a brand new set, I think it will drop below Squirtle for a bit, and then in the long run, I think it'll be worth more. But when you're trying to buy in the lows, you want to wait for all the supply to be put out there, right? So Misty, probably $40 as a baseline support area. And those are my price predictions. Let me know what you think. If it's too high, too low, comment down below. And thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.